If you're thinking about joining EVE Online, you could play for free. Your friend has personally invited you to play EVE Online through the recruitment program. You can play for free as an alpha pilot with an added bonus of 1 million skill points. Actually, that's 20 days of training, so it's 20 days of training as a members account without any benefits. So the 1 million skill points will help you get a lot further. I wish I knew about this before I started. And if 20 days of free training wasn't enough, that would be able to get you into the battleship on the first day. Just crazy. You'd be able to do so much on day one with the 1 million skill points, but they also give you 50% off on your first month of membership. So if the $15 was expensive, maybe $7.50 isn't so expensive, especially if we could find a way to Plex for free. So we pay the $7.50 and then we see if we could pay for the account just by playing the game. Plus you get daily login gifts for the first 15 days you log in, and then if you want all of these amazing benefits, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and then I think you're also added to my friends list, so you could talk to me and then maybe we could help each other out in the game that is EVE Online. Alright, so we found a really good way to run combat missions. So we trained the light missiles so we could actually use them. So now our destroyer has 8 weapons. We got the same fitting from before. It just costs 1.3 million. It's only tier 1 modules. Yeah, and there's some ammunition, then just some rockets, just the 125mm railgun. So when the enemies get close, we can still hit them kind of. So this ship, we're looking at Spaceship Command. We're gonna get mining like we were planning to, and then industry. Maybe we could just move industry down here instead, and then we could actually fly the Caldari cruiser tomorrow, so that would make sense. That way we could fly the cruiser tomorrow. And I don't know if we're gonna train up to the battleship. We don't know if there's really a reason to. So we could train the Caldari cruiser more, but maybe we should do that after industry. So we're kind of switching between training industry and training combat, and switching back and forth, I guess. I guess we're doing both of those for this playthrough. So last episode we got the ship ready. We're looking in the career agents, in the agency on the left hand side, right? If you go home, you go agents and missions, then you go agent finder, go agent type. You could change this to security or mining or distribution or career agents. Career agents is really good. Career agents will give you tons of money. They give you like pretty much like 10 million when you complete one tree. You could do the career agents 12 times, right? If you go agent type career agents, we can just say this to any level. They're all going to be level 1. Security status high security, so faction Caldari state. And there's also the MR Empire. They also have career agents. So just like we did the career agents in the first thing, you could go do them for the other factions. You could do, there's 15 agents, right? We did 5 career agents, and then there's 10 more we could do for Caldari. We could do them for Amar, you could do them for Caldari, do them for the Galante Federation, which actually is starting to not like you right now. Do them for the Minimatar Republic. Yeah, they're starting to not like you, so you could do career agents. That's going to give you so much money. Gives you like 120 million gold to spend. 120 million if you ran all of them, but that would take you like 4 days. But we could go security agents, because we're just going to do security. We did a career on the other account. We could do career agents anytime, although it would be really good to do them early. But if we go to security, if we go to level 1 security, you go location any distance, security high status, faction, we're looking for the Caldari state. Then the corporation, we're looking for Caldari Navy. So basically this is where the main trade hub is established. So if we get reputation up with these guys, then we will be able to buy and sell stuff for cheaper. Basically we're going to get better brokerage fees at the station, and then reprocessing, but I think perimeter you do all the reprocessing maybe. So if you were to go search for these agents, if you were looking for this place is KKLA, so you'd find this place. So show information. Basically if you're outside the system, they're all in here. So there's actually 4 different agents in here, so you're probably a storyline agent. And then Sabowski was where we were before. There was only 1 agent there to do. Looks like over here there may be some more. Oh, over this place. If we go to Naya Bean, there'd be 3 agents there. So the main point is that we found these 3 agents. They were all in the same station, so we set our destination and then we flew over here. So these are the agents that we're working with. And actually inside this station, there's 3 level 1 security agents, right? So we could go talk to you, destroy the silo, then report back. We could accept the 1 mission, then we could talk to the 2nd person. So this way we get to do 3 missions at a time. Eliminate the disgruntled employee. We could accept that one. So instead of just running 1 mission at a time, retrieve the jettisoned corporate records. Alright, so now we have just accepted 3 level 1 security missions. So now we could undock from the station. This is probably better than just running 1 mission at a time, right? Because you get your mission objectives, then you do the mission, then you dock up at the station, then you do a mission, then you dock up at the station. However, if you can use the agency to find some agents that are together, I believe for level 2 security agents, maybe it's the same thing. So these 2 are outside in another system, so we could set destination, jump through the gate. The 1 quest is inside the system, so we could warp there and did that one. Basically, on the top left here, you could hide or show the information. If you didn't need to know anything about searching, you could click this to hide that. And the system information, we don't need to know anything about system information, so we could click that to hide that. So now all we have showing is the route and the agent missions. And you could even hide the route and hide the agent missions if you want, but we're basically doing these ones. So now we have 3 security missions, and the destroyer is really good at doing these missions. Oh, and we could move the light missile launcher over because we actually trained it. So we didn't have it trained before at the beginning of the other episode. So now that we arrived here, we could warp to the location. We could throw the missiles over here. So basically I just set up my guns to have 3 different sets. We showed in the other video how to group and ungroup everything. I think we showed how to do that a few times in a few of the videos. So basically we would warp at the location. Oh, and there'd be an acceleration gate, so then we could go through the acceleration gate. So the ship, it is a lot better than the frigates, because the frigates you can only get the 3 weapons. I think the 1 frigate can get like 5 weapons, but this one can get 8 weapons. So having 8 weapons on your ship is definitely a good thing to do. And basically when you get in, you can just hit the control button to lock onto the enemies, right? You just hit the control. Yeah, and then we set our orbit to 7,500 around what the range is for the weapons. So max flight 19 kilometers. So we can usually activate the afterburners. Usually as soon as you enter the mission. So we just need to destroy the drone silo. So we just need to destroy this thing. So keep at range 7,500. That'll just put us at a course straight towards the silo. If we were to go here and orbit it, would actually create a course at an angle towards the thing, so it would take longer to get to the silo. Usually we just do the mission objectives and that's it, and then we could warp out. Though we could destroy some enemies, I guess. So we just select them here and we hit the control button. That's another easy way to do it. Usually we could do it like this too, but if you want to select like 5 enemies, you don't want to sit there hitting that button all the time. So if these guys are within range, we can start firing the blasters. Oh, they're not even really in range. Huh. Wow, we could shoot the thing. So we're just going towards the drone silo. That's pretty much it. If we lock onto the target, if these guys aren't going to stop us, drone silo within 19 kilometers. And then once we get within within 13 kilometers, we could just start shooting it with these. And maybe the enemies will start getting closer, so we could actually shoot the enemies now. Oh, the drone defense batteries over here. So now that we're closer to the drone silo, maybe we want to orbit the drone silo, because if our ship is moving, we're actually going to take less damage from the enemies. Drone silo, so we can just shoot you with the other pair of guns. Oh, and then there's even more enemies that showed up. Perfect. So as long as they're within range, we can actually shoot them. But if they're out of range, then we can't shoot them. Thanks for orbiting you, I guess. So the quest is complete, but we can stay here and destroy some more enemies if we want. Here within 19 kilometers, so sometimes the loot's alright to pick up, actually. Sometimes we picked up loot and we've gotten really good loot. So you just double click on the cargo that you want to loot the items from, right? You just double click it and then your ship starts flying towards it and then you start looting it. So go you. You could also hit the F1, the F2 or the F3 button as your weapons tell you. Right, because if you hover over your weapons, there's the hotkey. You can press F3 to just shoot the enemy. So here we just want to go burn towards you and then destroy you, I guess. Don't really have to, but your ship goes so quick and kills them so quick, and they just give you 5,000 ISK just for killing them, so might as well, I guess. And if they drop anything, we can pick it up. So that's all completed. We can set the destination here, jump through this gate. So that's one mission complete. We didn't actually need the shield booster on. I don't know why we had it on. So now that the mission is done, you could right click all of your ammo, you could reload all of your ammo, and all of your ammo is going to be reloaded. Yes, and then the third place was at the place we accepted the quests at anyways. So once we do these two, we're going to return. Our industry is going to be done at some time, so we're going to be able to go back and finish our industry again. Then if we ever get bored of combat, we'll know that later we're going to have mining lasers too. So if we get bored and just want to go mine and go wash dishes or clean the house or something or do something else, we could just go mine for a few hours, come back and see how much our miner has improved. But until then, since we actually want to play the game for a bit, we can jump into combat, do security missions, maybe try to increase our standings with the Caldari Navy. So we already did the interactions in all the other videos, but if you look at Caldari State, want to raise our standings with them, and especially the Caldari Navy, because we've just been doing a few missions for them. Once we start doing level 2 security missions, then reputation will start going up higher. We just need to be able to pilot the cruiser before we could do those ones. And then, even then, they might be a little bit more difficult. Might have to upgrade the cruiser a little bit. For now, definitely Security 1 missions are definitely a good thing to do for the first 3 days. Yeah, it always seems like after the 3rd day, we'd have the carousel trains, and then we'd be able to use that. So we just control. So we just have to destroy the employee and then loot the items that he gets. So we activate the afterburners like we always do. And then these guys are within range, so we could probably destroy them before they even cause any problems. So they do seem to have a little bit more health. They're only worth 3,000 bounty. So sometimes the objective, he seems to drop really good things, because we noticed that we went to loot him and then it was like you looted 100,000 and it was just like 50 times metal scraps or something. It was weird. We did loot the boss at one time and he actually gave us a whole bunch of loot. So considering your ship just goes so quick anyways and you can burn towards the loot, you might as well just burn towards the loot after you're done the mission. So he has been destroyed, here's his loot. And then we can set destination back to home to complete the final mission. So we just need to get within 2,500 meters. So you even get to go inside the asteroid and see everything. So 447, so he didn't give us anything. So we could jump through the Stargate. I swear sometimes they do. Sometimes they give you those afterburners. Oh, and then you get stuck in the asteroid. That's right, we had this problem. We were inside the asteroid and we could not get out. So you have to click in space unless your ship makes it through the asteroid. Because literally you're stuck inside the asteroid, right? Your ship has to try to make it and break through outside the asteroid. So we escaped. So we could jump through the Stargate. And then we just have one final mission, so we can reload. So the good thing about projectile ammo, I guess, compared to missiles, is on the first playthrough, I was just using missiles because I was so used to using the Caldari Navy issue Raven, just because it's so easy in AFK, I guess. But then projectile weapons, they just reload so quickly and they fire so quickly. Missiles, they have such a long reload time, such a long firing time. Projectile maybe seeing where it's at. So we can warp to location to finish the 3rd security level 1 agent mission. And basically that's what this video is. This video is just level 1 security combat missions. So you could go to the combat sites, I guess, right? You can go to scanners, probe scanners. Oh, there is no combat sites. Sometimes there'd be combat sites here. You could fly to them, and I think you just have to be careful. Some of the sites are actually dangerous. Some of the sites actually, even a cruiser has problems with them. So your destroyer would actually get destroyed. You have to double click the gate to fly towards it, activate the afterburner. So Alt F3. So maybe some enemies are gonna come up. Oh, here's the enemies, yeah. So, usually you can't activate the gate until you destroy the enemies. So our targeting range, we can look at our ship, right? Click our ship, show information. We go to attributes, we could say our targeting range is 39.6 kilometers. So you could look at all the information about your ship, right? All of its information. So 39, so we can lock into these targets then. And eventually we are going to get the 10 MN afterburner, and then we'll be able to fly so much faster. So the rockets, they're amazing, because it doesn't matter how far you are away from the enemy, but I guess that doesn't really matter. You can just projectile the enemy and then they just get destroyed in an instant anyways, and then they can reload and then they can destroy the next enemy in an instant. So we don't even know why we use missiles, right? They might even just take like one thing, these Bantams, you just throw one volley at the Bantams and then they're destroyed. These ones here, we just have to lock onto them, maybe go towards them. So it's just one volley with 2 or 3 shots. Oh, the computer has lived a little bit. So might as well loot this guy. And if he dropped anything, we'll see what he got. Then we'll go to the activation gate. So 1,000 garbage, perfect. We could reload. So you could see level 1 security, absolutely no problem. And they're actually pretty fun, actually, compared to the missions where you have to go in and destroy 2 enemies and then warp out and then heal again, and then destroy 2 enemies, then warp out and then heal again. These ones, you don't seem to have that problem. Maybe, actually, if we got the cruiser upgraded a little bit, maybe it could actually take level 2 missions. Maybe if we do the MOA, which is like the hybrid turret cruiser, because we never used that one before. So we'll test that out in level 2 security missions. Maybe that one's actually amazing compared to the carousel. Maybe the carousel is actually not as good. We need to get the records, so we just fly towards you. Activate the afterburners, and then we launch. Well, we have to get within range first. So I want like orbit 7,500 or something. See, because you're not going directly towards him, you're trying to go in a course, so you're orbited around him, depending on what his trajectory is. So let's just go towards him, keep at range so we get closer, because we can't hurt him. We can't hurt him unless we're within 13 kilometers. Preferably around 8,000 kilometers. So they have locked onto us. So these guys are going to be destroyers just like us, so they're going to be a little bit more trouble than before. So we activate those here, and then we can start shooting the enemy. So he has the exact same ship as us, right? Show information, he has the same ship. He's worth 11,000. And we look at his ship, so his ship is also a camera. He has the same ship as us. We'll loot this maybe. well, we do have to keep him within range. So here's us chasing him. We both have projectiles, maybe. Yeah, we're both just shooting each other, so it's a battle. And then if you show it on him, it'll go to cinematic views. His ship is blown up. And you get to loot this. See if there's anything in here. There wasn't anything. So we don't need all these shields anymore. We defeated him. And we just need a decargo. So there we go. No time at all. We don't know how long it took. We'll know when the recording is over. And we'll probably find out you could run 3 level 1 security missions in absolutely no time. Probably even faster once we get that new afterburner equipped. So maybe that won't even take too long. We just need to get weapon upgrades. Except that we're distracted with industry and mining and everything else. So maybe combat is amazing. Maybe mining is terrible. So we got the objective. We go dock at the station. Yeah, dock at the station. There's nothing left to do here. So then later, maybe the next video is going to be level 2 security missions, something like that. We're going to try to get the MOA equipped, but we will need to get a medium hybrid turrets actually to be able to use that. So we're going to have to train combat a little bit. So reload the ammunition, go to scales, say mining is going to be trained later today, and then the destroyer, and then the cruiser, and then gunnery. We're going to need medium hybrid turret. So we're going to have to train this to level 3, I believe. So we'll go train it when we dock into the station. Say small hybrid turret. Maybe we could just learn small bit hybrid turret after we learn cruiser. So small hybrid turret, I believe we need level 3. And then we can learn medium hybrid turret. Yeah, so we need level 3 hybrid turret to be able to use that one. So now, before industry, before we fly the mining ship, we're actually going to be able to fly a better ship tomorrow with different turrets. So there we go. So we go talk to the agent. You can say we completed your mission. And if we go look at the standings, right, interactions with the Caldari Navy, I guess it's not too bad if we did 3 missions at once, right? We got a 1 standing, complete the mission. We got a 1.04. We talked to you, complete the mission. 1.05. So that one didn't give too much. Talk to you and then complete the mission, and then we got a 1.08. So that's pretty good, I guess. It's just the 1 mission was really easy. It didn't really give too much, but essentially we could come talk to a security agent, accept her mission. Oh, she's telling us to go attack the disgruntled employee again, hidden stash. So we can accept this one, destroy the warehouse. And then, just like before, the only thing we're looking for is if these tell you to go against any of the main factions, don't do them. Like if you get one in the picture is the Galante Federation, you could go show information. If it says Galante, or if it says Minimatar, I wouldn't do it. Or if it says MR, Minimatar Republic, just avoid those ones, just decline those missions. So there we go, there's level 1 security missions in the destroyer.